Okay, last class we discussed nature of the roots, and in nature of the roots we discussed this point that second case we are discussing, case 2, is that if a, b, c are rational numbers. If a, b, c are rational numbers, what's going to happen? Here also three cases. One is if delta greater than 0. In this again two cases are there. If delta greater than 0, two cases. What is that? That is delta is same. Delta is perfect square. Delta d or delta same. Delta is perfect square. So then already I told this roots are what? Roots are rational, rational rational and distinct, perfect square. If d is not a perfect square, if d is not a perfect square, then if d is not a perfect square, what's going to happen in the square root? Square root will be there. When square root is there, then when square root is there, then what's going to happen here? Roots are roots are irrational, irrational and conjugate pair, conjugate pair. So yesterday last class I showed, last video, what is conjugate pair. Means if one root is 2 plus root 3, then other root must be 2 minus root 3. You should understand ABCR when ABCR rational. So this is when d is not a perfect square. Now if d is here d or delta, same thing here, d or d, this is d. So if d discriminant is equal to 0, then both the roots becomes equal. What are the roots? So your roots becomes minus b by 2a plus or minus, here anyway plus or minus here, this is root d will be there, root d by 2a will be there, because this part is d0, this part becomes 0, both the roots are equal. So here what's going to happen here? Roots are equal, roots are equal and rational, or you can say rational and equal. So this is easily you can understand this point. And next, if d is less than 0, if d is less than 0, it's same thing. So here imaginary and conjugate pair, conjugate pair. So this is what is when ABC are rational. So I showed yesterday with an example. You can take so many examples. If it is perfect square, actually there's no problem. If it is not a perfect square, if it is perfect square, rational and distinct. If d equal to 0, then roots are rational and equal. If this is not a perfect square, then irrational and conjugate pair. D is less than 0, that means under root negative number, then becomes imaginary and conjugate. Okay, hope you understand this one. This one is easy. Now we are going to go to next case. That next case is if, this is important, if A is equal to 1, B comma C are, let's say, integers. Let's say A comma A is 1, B comma C are integers. So I am taking Z. Z means integer. Then what you can say is, then roots are what, then yeah, here, and another condition is that, and delta is perfect square. These three, A equal to 1, B, C belongs to Z, and delta is perfect square. Then roots are integers. Roots are integers. Whenever roots are integers, then you understand A equal to 1, B comma C are integers, and delta is a perfect square. So this is very easy to understand. Why? Because here x equal, let's say, minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac, that is d, right? D, this is d or delta, both same thing. And here this is 2a. So now what I said here, now case 1 is, let's say b is odd number. If b is odd, then what will happen? If b is odd, this thing is b square minus 4a is 1, c is c. So when b is odd, b square is odd. Odd minus this is even. This is odd minus even is odd. So now here when B is odd, so this is odd, here plus or minus, here odd minus even is odd. So odd plus odd is even, odd minus odd also even. Even by, now 2 into A is what? A is 1. So when you divide even number with 2, then you are going to get an integer. So similarly, when B is odd, B is even, let's say B is even, then what will happen? B square minus 4C, because this is even, this is even, even square is even minus even is even. So what's going to happen? This is minus B plus or minus, this is root D by 2A, 2. This is going to be even plus or minus. So square root of, here already I said, D is a perfect square. So when D is a perfect square, that is B square minus 4 is perfect square. So here even B square minus 4C becomes even. Square root of even is even. So by 2, even plus even by 2 also integer, even minus even by 2 also integer. So these two may not be same, but even and even I am saying. So now let's take, so that means this is important when it times it will come. So now let's take an example. So let's say here, so okay, let's take this example, x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here, in this example, if at all you see here, A is 1, B and C are integers. Then next here, if at all you see delta, what is delta? Delta is B square minus 4AC. 4AC is 1. So 49 minus 48 is 1. Therefore, what you can say is roots. That means indirectly, this means you can factorize and easily factorize and then get the integers. Factorization is possible. So now what you can write is x minus 3 into x minus 4 equal to 0 you can write, or even if you take also, so what I showed here, x is what, x equal to 3 comma 4 you get. So like this you can, that means actually you can factorize, factorization is possible. So when you have these conditions, means a can be, factorization is possible in this case, but other cases also factorization is always possible. But in this case, when you factorize, what you get is you are going to get roots are integers. Okay. So this is about nature of the roots. Hope you understand this one. Okay, we'll discuss now some results to remember for answering the questions very easily. So first result is if roots are equal. If roots are equal, that implies and implied. That means if roots are equal, equations, roots are equal or identical, then equations uh, must be, equations must be identical, or I can say, or coefficients are proportionate. Coefficients are proportionate. Just I'm going to show what it means. Roots are equal means two equations. When two equations are given, when two equations are there, that means a1x square plus b1x plus c1 equal to 0. This is one equation, and a2x square plus b2x plus c2 equals 0. That means two equations, two quadratic equations here. If two quadratic equations have their roots are equal, so these two quadratic equations have their roots equal. So then what is that means equations are identical or coefficients are proportionate. So that means now, so what I said, the roots are equal. That means if roots of this equation is alpha beta, then roots of this equation also alpha beta, right? Roots I am taking, roots are equal. This equation also has roots alpha beta. This equation also has roots alpha beta. So then what I should prove? A1 by A2 equal, B1 by B2 equal, C1 by C2. That means what, here sum of the roots already as we discussed minus B by A, and product of the roots alpha beta is C by A. So that means here B1 by A1, here C1 by A1. So now here also alpha plus beta, sum of the roots is what? Minus B2 by A2, and product of the roots alpha beta here also C2 by A2. So what you can conclude from this is here alpha plus beta equal to B1 by A1 equal to B2 by A2. From this, and this is one, another thing is C1 by A1 equal to C2 by A2. From this, what you can conclude is A1 by A2, this you bring this side, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2. And B1 by, here also A1 by, this if you bring this side, A1 by A2 equal to C1 by C2. That means here coefficients are proportionate, or you can see equations must be identical. That means if you take something common, both the equations will be equal, same. So here, this is important in theoretical part. So that means if two quadratic equations have same roots, this both the roots are common. This we can say another way is if two quadratic equations have their both roots common, then what you can see coefficients are proportionate. That means A1 by A2 equal B1 by B2 equals C1 by C2. This is important in theoretical cases. So sometimes what he gives is, so for example, this many times in G-mains it is asked. So here, if x square minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0 and ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, if these two quadratic equations have these two quadratic equations here, b square minus 4ac, b square is 4 minus 4ac is, yeah, so both have a common root, a common root, a common root, then a is to b is to c is, you'll ask, this is very important, many times you'll ask. So now I'll show you solution, very simple one. Here first delta you find, delta or discriminant you find, that is b square minus 4ac. So this is less than 0. That means what roots are, what are the roots? Roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary and conjugate pairs. Conjugate pairs. Conjugate pairs. This you understand. So here roots are imaginary and conjugate pair. That means what? If one root is, for this equation, one root is a plus ib, then other root is a minus ib. So if one root is, a root is common is given. Let's say that root, okay, I'll find and show here, okay, that we can see the example also. B square minus 4ac. So x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. Already we saw that is b square minus 4ac is 8. So you see here 4 minus 12 is 8. So minus 8. So this is minus 8 by 2a. 2 into a is anyway 1. So x equal to what you I get is 2 plus or minus, this is 2 root 2. So this is root minus 1 into root 8, but you can write this is I, this is root 8 is 2 root 2. So this is 2I root 2, I will write. So by 2. So x equal to what you get is, if you take 2 common, 1 plus or minus I root 2. So what I am saying is, here one root is a plus I root 2. Then other root must be a minus I root 2. So because here, if at all, you see, if at all roots occur, they must occur in conjugate pairs. Conjugate pair means what? For this, one root is now here for ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, I said one root is common. If 1 plus I root 2 is common, okay, this is common. Let's say this is common. Then what you should understand, 1 minus I root 2 must be common. Must be common. That means what? Both the roots are common. That means both roots are common. Both roots must be common. Must be common. This you should understand. So if both roots are common, what you should understand? If both roots are common, what is the condition? So a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2. That means what? 1 by a equal to, that means a, b, c proportional to 1, minus 2 and 3. So then what you can write is a by 1 equal to b by minus 2 equal to c by 3, right? So that means he asked a is to b is to c. That is what 1 is minus 2 is to 3 is what is your answer. So like this, you should understand this point is important. If both the roots are common, if at all you say, if two quadratic equations has, if two quadratic equations have both the roots common, alpha, beta, if alpha, beta are the roots for both the equations, then condition is, then coefficients must be proportionate. Okay, hope you understand this one. All right, so this one we finished. Okay.